Sebunya, thank you so much for joining us on CGTN.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
We know China has been taking a leader role in banning ivory trading in the domestic market, and also it has expressed a strong stance during the CITES in Johannesburg in 2016. So how do you think the effectiveness of those measures in curbing the demand in the region?
Yeah, no, China has been very, very helpful in this, especially the recent announcement that China is banning internal ivory trade by the end of 2017. As conservationists, as African too, we are excited about this new development, and we are thankful to China. China has had more than 60% of the market, so addressing the demand is a very, very big part of the solution. But I think we need also to focus on the trafficking. We need also to focus on the killing. So that's how we should address wildlife trade. But I think China needs to do more beyond the ban. I think there are certain commitments China has made to Africa through the FOCAC agreement. China has their action plans, which China committed in Joburg in 2015 and at CITES. We need to see that progressing. But that said, there is a role also for Africans we need to play ourselves. China is not going to solve Africa's problems. So Africans, we are going to solve our own problems, but we are seeking for support from China.
So in your opinion, what are the major challenges and obstacles in curbing the demand for ivory trading?
I think ivory is one small thing in terms of the challenges Africa faces in conservation. And I think the biggest challenge we have is that the space we need to leave for wildlife and wildlands. It's management of the habitat in Africa. We need to manage the resources. We need to build capacity. We need to protect wildlife, because all these things are so important to economic growth. So the economic growth processes are not going to succeed in long term unless we manage the ecological systems that support it.
So what measures and efforts do you think the Chinese government can do in order to, first of all, ban the demand for ivory trading and the conservation of wildlife?
I think we want to see more increased investment, support, funding to African governments in management of protected areas. We would like to see, in terms of the economic projects China is undertaking, especially infrastructure, especially energy projects, that they adhere to the standards of conservation, which we know China has and Africa has in terms of policies. So we would like to see those implemented, but also would like to learn more from China. China has gone through the development process. There should be lessons there. I know that China is spending a lot of money in cleaning up the environment here in China. So what can we learn from there? Because Africa we don't have to develop first and then clean up later. So there are things we need to learn from China, and China can be a very, very good help to us.